This video brought to you by Corbis Consulting, shortening the gap between job site risks and solutions in construction. If you are enjoying the daily videos and you want to support the channel, hit that thumbs up like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the video. Hey everybody, Jeff here, and today is going to be a little bit of a different type of video because of the wind. We had 24 mile an hour sustained and 41 mile an hour gusts, and our little drone didn't do so well. I mean, it's okay, but it was a little rough. So we're going to do a little tour to catch up some of the new people. On the right side there, you see the battery assembly area. In the middle is plastics. On the left side is the casting area, and between plastics and the casting area is paint shop. And right now we have 3 Giga presses in the casting area, and I believe they're starting assembly on a 4th. Back behind casting is body in white, and that takes up a good portion of this side of the factory, which is the east side of the factory, until we get to the stamping area, which is the very end of this side of the building. And they just recently took 2, I believe, panels out of the wall and opened those up for windows. And of course, I think they put plastic. I saw them putting plastic on them, I believe. So let's see, so it looks like those have plastic on them, waving in the wind. And this is about where the wind has its way with the drone. Look how far east we're going here. We usually stick pretty close to the building. Now we're circling dirt instead of the building, right? So I'm on the highest power setting, by the way. This is called ludicrous mode, which they totally ripped off from Tesla, obviously. And it's at the 45 mile an hour top limit. So that means if there's no resistance, this drone should be going 45 miles an hour. So going against the wind, which is the direction we're traveling to the left, and you can see we're not going left very quickly, that's the source of the wind, and we're putting 45 miles an hour of power into it, and we're getting up to 3, 4, 5, 6 miles an hour. And this is sped up, by the way. This is sped up 230%. So this isn't real time. It's 230% slower than this right here. And I think at this point I gave up trying to go west, because normally I circle the west side of the building and we look at that going all to the north. But I couldn't make it over there. The drone literally would not make it over there. And by the way, this area of the plant here is the drive unit area that we're flying over, and that intersects back with the paint shop going to the north. So I decided there's no way I'm going to go further east, because there might be a point where I can't go west, and you burn through battery in no time fighting the wind directly. And here I'm making another attempt to get to the west side of the building, and we are looking pretty good here. The wind isn't quite as gusty. It's just, but it was pretty solid the whole flight. And as I stood outside the whole flight, of course, and there were certain times where I felt my body moving, like I had to actively keep my balance because the wind was trying to push me over, and that's a lot of wind. So at this point, I think I call it a day and decide to do some static shots on the safe side, where I can just hover in areas that I know I can get. Oh, check this out. Holmar's Catalog posted these on Twitter the other day, and I just had to show these to you. This is hanging in the factory as preparation for the big party grand opening tour. And so I can't wait to see those in person if I should be so fortunate to get invited to the wonderful Boot Scootin' event. And here is a safe static shot. It took me, I don't know, 10 minutes to get this far west, which is not that far west, but you can see how crazy it was. That's about as far as I could get. I kept trying to back up further from the factory so I could shoot it from a square angle, and I could not, so thus the angle. And here I try to replicate our west side part of the tour, where we look at the panels and the companies that work with these panels often watch my videos to count the panels. A lot of people ask, why do you keep flying over these? Well, kind of help out where I can, you know. And that's about it for this video. There's a little surprise. Well, it's not a surprise ending. It's a predictable ending given the day. So hang tight for that. And thank you for watching. This time lapse is only 800%. Oh, here you go. Here's the end. Look at that angle. Look at the angle of attack there. It is just totally sideways. The drone's facing us, and it's totally sideways. And here's the drone's view of that.